What if I told you that the reason you never finish anything has nothing to do with motivation? Think about every project you've ever started. The book you stopped halfway through. The business idea that stayed in your notes. At the beginning, you were excited. You told yourself, this time will be different, but somehow it never is. Here's the strange part. You probably don't have a problem starting. You have a problem finishing. And those are two completely different skills. Today, I'm going to show you why your brain becomes addicted to starting new things, why finishing feels almost impossible, and a simple system called the completion protocol that trains your brain to finally finish what it starts. This isn't about becoming more disciplined. It's about understanding how your brain accidentally rewards the wrong behavior. The starting high. Let's start with something you've probably experienced. Have you ever bought a notebook and suddenly felt productive? Or watched 10 videos about working out without actually exercising? Or spent an hour planning your future instead of working on it? Why does that feel so satisfying? Because your brain loves new beginnings. Every new goal comes with possibility. A new project could change your life. A new habit could make you successful. A new course could teach you everything you need. Your brain sees unlimited potential, and it rewards you before you've done any work. That's why starting feels exciting. Your brain isn't celebrating achievement. It's celebrating possibility. And that's where the problem begins. The novelty trap. Here's what happens next. The first few days are amazing. Everything is fresh. You're learning. You're improving. You're motivated. Then the excitement fades. Now the workouts become repetitive. The lessons become harder. Progress slows down. Mistakes appear. And suddenly, starting something else sounds a lot more exciting. Your brain isn't asking, should I finish this? It's asking, where can I get that exciting feeling again? So you start another project, then another, until one day, you look around and realize your life is full of unfinished beginnings, not because you're lazy, because your brain keeps chasing novelty instead of completion. The completion protocol. So how do you break this cycle? You don't need more motivation. You don't need another productivity app. And you definitely don't need another motivational video. What you need is to retrain what your brain finds rewarding. I call this the completion protocol. It works in 3 phases: completion, conditioning, repetition. Phase 1, completion. Your brain doesn't care how impressive the task is. It cares whether the task feels finished. That's why your first goal should never be, study for 4 hours. Instead, make your goal, finish 1 chapter. Don't say, I'm going to work out today. Say, I'm going to complete 3 sets. The smaller and clearer the finish line is, the easier your brain can recognize success. And every completed task becomes proof that you're someone who finishes. Phase 2, conditioning. Here's where most people accidentally train themselves to quit. They reward themselves for starting. They buy expensive notebooks, new keyboards, new gym clothes, new courses, new planners. Their brain gets excited before they've earned anything. Instead, flip the reward. Don't celebrate the beginning. Celebrate the ending. Finish today's study session? Listen to your favorite song. Finished editing your video? Go for a walk. Finished your workout? Treat yourself to a great meal. Your brain slowly starts learning something powerful. Completion equals reward. And once that association becomes strong, finishing stops feeling like a chore. It starts feeling satisfying. Phase 3, repetition. This is where real change happens. Don't wait until you feel motivated again. Motivation is unreliable and consistency isn't. Every day, finish 1 meaningful thing, not 10 things. 1 completed task every single day is far more valuable than 10 unfinished ones. Because confidence isn't built by dreaming, it's built by evidence. And every finished task is another piece of evidence that says, I finish what I start. The daily completion routine. But before we continue, let me tell you something. Are you trying to scale your small business, but you don't have a professional website, landing page, marketing creatives, or a modern UI/UX design? Don't worry. SIMIQUE Creation is here to help. They provide high-quality, affordable design solutions tailored specifically to your business. And the best part, you can directly chat with the designer and tell them exactly what you need. Their designers use the latest design trends, models, and modern themes to make sure your business stands out. And for the first 100 customers, there's a special 26% discount for 2026. So don't wait. Grab your discount before it's gone. Check out SIMIQUE Creation on Instagram. The link is right here. Now let me give you a routine you can start tomorrow. Morning. Before checking your phone, write down the 1 task that absolutely must be finished today. Not 5, not your entire to-do list. 1. If you finish that 1 thing, the day is already a success. Before you begin, spend 1 minute imagining what it will feel like after you've finished. Not while you're working, not becoming successful someday. Just the feeling of crossing today's task off your list. Your brain loves anticipating rewards. Use that to your advantage during your work. The moment you feel like switching to something new, don't. Instead, make a deal with yourself. 5 more minutes. That's it. Most people don't quit because the work is impossible. They quit because they mistake temporary boredom for a sign to stop. Usually, 5 more minutes is enough to get your momentum back. After you finish, never move straight to the next task. Pause. Stand up. Stretch. Take a deep breath. Then physically cross the task off your list. That tiny action tells your brain, we completed something today. It sounds simple, but over time, it becomes addictive. Evening. Before going to bed, don't ask yourself, how busy was I today? Ask yourself, what did I actually finish? Being busy feels productive. Finishing is productive. There's a huge difference. The secret most people never realize. Here's something that completely changed the way I think about success. Successful people don't necessarily start more things than everyone else. They simply abandon fewer things. Anyone can feel excited on day 1. Very few people can keep showing up on day 30, because by then, the excitement is gone. Only commitment remains. That's why the boring middle is where almost every dream dies. Not because people aren't capable, but because they're waiting for motivation to come back. It rarely does. Professionals don't keep working because they're always motivated. They keep working because they've learned that boredom isn't a warning. It's part of the process. The 7-day completion challenge. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, you're not allowed to start anything new. No new books, no new courses, no new business ideas, no new productivity systems. And instead, pick one unfinished project and spend the next 7 days moving it closer to completion. That's it. Notice how often your brain tries to tempt you with a fresh start, a new idea, a better plan, a shortcut. Don't follow it. Write it down if you have to. Then return to the project you're already working on. Because every time you choose finishing over starting, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching it that the greatest reward doesn't come from a new beginning. It comes from crossing the finish line. Your future won't be determined by how many ideas you have. It'll be determined by how many of those ideas become reality. If this video helped you, hit subscribe. Every week, I break down the psychology behind focus, discipline, and becoming the person you know you're capable of becoming. And remember, anyone can start. Very few people finish. Become one of the few.